I got it off the pavement, nigga. I got it off the pavement, my nigga. Young nigga from the bottom of the map.
What's good, y'all boys? What's good, y'all boys? How y'all doing? How you doing? Y'all doing good? So today, I'm telling y'all, I'm sorry. This is funny to think about. Thinking back now, it was a very serious time. Like I was in big trouble when this happened. But thinking back about it now is like hilarious to think about. It's hilarious. It's funny because I really thought I was gonna get away with it, but the way I went about it, it was so dumb. Like I don't know what I was thinking. But basically, I'm gonna tell y'all the story about how I got caught shoplifting in middle school. Okay. Before I start, let me give y'all basically the layout of the situation. So the school I went to, it was called FEWIS. It was called FEWIS Christian Learning Center. I went to like a private Christian school. The school was a small school. Like I'm not even talking like, oh, maybe it's like one small campus. It was literally inside of a plaza. Like my school was in between a barbershop and like an insurance company. And like next door to the plaza is where I shoplift from. Alright, so basically this is what happened. Me and my cousin Navante, that's his name, Navante. That's my dog. Like my dog for L. Like that's really my bro for real. Like he's not even really related to me, but I consider him a cousin. But he's really like, growing up we were like brothers. So basically we're both going to the same school. And going to that school, you never knew what time was getting picked up. We never knew who was gonna pick us up. We just knew somebody was gonna come get us sooner or later. So school ended around 3. Time passed, and now at this point it's like 5 o'clock, and we hungry, we starving. So me and him, we trying to figure out what we gonna eat. And I asked him, oh, how much money you got on you? He told me he got like $1 or $2. I said I only got $2 too. So we like, all right, we're gonna go to the CVS and see what they got, what we can buy. And the cashier, he says, oh, hi, welcome to Walgreens. I'll do the whole thing. He says it, but it doesn't sound very welcoming. Like I think he already knew what was up, but I don't know, whatever. So basically, we walk in there with our school uniform. I want to make that very clear. Remember that at the end of the story. We walk in there with our school uniform. If I could find a picture of the school uniform, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But basically, we had a very distinctive school uniform. Like you couldn't have mistaken it for any other school. Especially our school was right next door, so you know exactly where we were coming from. So we walk in there with our school uniforms on, and we walk around trying to find snacks, and we walk to the frozen aisle. We get to the frozen aisle, and we see frozen wings, frozen pizza, we basically see a bunch of frozen foods, and like our mouth is watering. Like we ready to eat. Like we're like, bro, we gotta get this right here. So we sitting there, looking at the foods, trying to figure out what we gonna buy. And then we realized everything like $8, $9, $15. We're like, bro, we don't have enough money for all this. So I don't know whose idea it was. If I'm guessing, it probably was my idea. So we're gonna still say it's my idea. So I probably turned to him. I was like, bro, we have our book bags. Why don't we just sneak the food in our book bags and then just buy like one little $1 thing or whatever? And he looked at me, not being a responsible person. He looked at me, he was like, that's a great idea. So we sitting there like, all right, what we gonna buy? What we gonna put in whose bag? So basically what he said was, he was gonna say, okay, you put the frozen pizza in your bag, and he's gonna put the wings in his bag. So I took the frozen pizza, he put his wings, and then right behind us there was like a chip aisle. So we're like, oh, we grabbing our chips. At this point we going crazy. Like we going like crazy. Like we're about to feast right now. So at this point, he's stuffing his bag with chips, I'm stuffing my bag with chips. We getting desserts. Like we better have a full 3-course meal right now. We better have a full meal right now. So basically, after that all happened, now we're trying to figure out what we're gonna buy to make it seem like not suspicious. Cause who walked into the store? We spent like maybe 10-15 minutes in there trying to figure out our plan. So it's gonna look kind of suspicious for us to walk out with nothing. So basically, like I mentioned before, he had $1. He had like $2. I had $1. Basically, we both grabbed Arizonas, right? He grabbed one, I grabbed one. Yeah, alright. So what flavor did I grab? I only have like 2 favorites. It's either the mango or the fruit punch. Y'all let me know what favorite y'all have, but those are my 2 favorites. I probably grabbed one of those. So we both grab our Arizonas. We walk to the front. He's checking us out. He looking at us too. Like he looking like he's like he looking mad. Like he looking like he already knew what was up. But the thing about me and my cousin was we had a pact. So basically the pact was, we're not gonna snitch, or we're not gonna give in unless they have full proof evidence. Like they have to, like if we kill somebody, they'll have to have the video of us killing somebody. Like we had a solid pact right there. So the man, he checking us out, bringing up our stuff. ringing up our stuff, and then he looks at us. He's looking at us like this, and he says, basically, he was like, "Is that all?" You know, me and him, you know, wearing our book bags. Yeah, of course, sir. Like we ready to go. Like we already have our contraband in the bag. We ready to go and go have this feast. We about to have this 3-course amazing meal. Okay, and he gives us our receipt with like a few pennies, because there was only like 99 cents. It was 200 cents. I forgot the exact change. It was like a penny or two. So he gave us our penny or two, and we walk out and we walk back to the school. We like, bro, you ever seen in the movies where they like rob the bank and like they celebrating? That's basically us right now. We're like so happy right now. Like we dap each other up. We like, oh, we really did that, yada yada, wooty woo. So basically, we take the food back to the school. In the school, they had like a little, what are the little things are? I don't know what it's called, but I'm basically gonna put a picture of it. It was like basically the little mini ovens. Our school had a little mini oven. They had a microwave. So basically, we throw the pizza in the oven, the wings in the microwave. We let that heat up, sipping our Arizona or whatever. Then the food ready. We split up the food accordingly. He have his food over here, have my food over here. We eating good. We rubbing shoulders. Like, this is so good. Oh my god, this is so amazing. Like we rubbing shoulders and all. Like we're like beyond happy right now. So we eat our food and we're stuffed. Like we're like fat old pigs. Like our stomach overlapping, like we're like stuff. So we sitting there, we ate our food, threw everything away. We sitting now, we waiting for our ride. So this is where it gets bad. This is where it starts overlapping on us. So we sitting there waiting for our ride to come. We don't know who's coming for us, but we waiting. So we some time passed, maybe like 10-15 minutes passed, and then one of the teachers called us. They like, Javon, Devontae, come to the front, please. So we like, oh, let's get our bags. We about to go home. Somebody's gonna pick us up. So we get to the front, and it's the cashier. Oh! Like, bro, when I tell you my heart is in my ass, like my heart fell to my ass. I'm like, bro, roped. He has something on us we don't know. But mind you, we still have a pact. The pact is, if there's no cold stone evidence, we are not snitching on each other. So we sitting there and we sitting there confused, like, what's going on, guys? What do you need? Like, is all right here? We're acting like we don't see the man. So the teacher basically says, this man is saying you guys stole from the CVS. Is that true? And we play dumb. What are you like us? We? Me and him? Like never. We would never do that. Like we're basically denying everything. We denying the whole thing. The cashier said they're lying, and now we're getting defensive. Basically like, how are you gonna say we're lying? Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? And then he basically laughs and he's like, our store has cameras. In my head, I'm like, wow, this cannot be real. Like, this can't be real. So yeah, basically, he was like, I have cameras, and after you guys left, I rewatched the footage, and I seen you guys put the food in your bags. And basically, he described the foods. He said you guys put this in your bag. You only bought this. Basically, this is where we messed up. We're so dumb. We try to deny it when there's really cold hard evidence, but we're just trying to find a way out. And the teacher said, well, let me see your receipt. I was like, damn. Like, we're roped. They said, let's see the receipt. Because the teacher saw us walking with the food. Like, she saw us come out, pull the food out, and basically heat it up. She was like, let me see the receipt. I'm like, wow. We wrote, like, we really wrote right now. Like, this is crazy, dog. Like, this is really crazy. Like, I'm flabbergasted. I could see on my cousin's face, he's flabbergasted as well. Like, we both like, wow, that's crazy. So basically, we're like, oh, I don't think he even gave us a receipt. And he's like, I gave you guys a receipt. I gave you guys a few pennies. You guys had the receipt. So what my teacher does, my teacher basically violated. Like, she really OD'd. She violated. She basically went through our pockets. She went through my cousin's pockets first, trying to find a receipt. I was like, damn. I put the receipt in my pocket. She about to find it right now. She really about to see this receipt right now. So she goes check my pocket. She checks my pockets and she finds the receipt and she sees there's only like 2 Arizonas on here and she saw us come with a buttload of food. At this point, we're screwed. Like they know. They already know we robbed the store, whatever. At this point, we're like, yeah, you got us. Y'all got us. Y'all caught us in the act. The cashier, he was actually a nice guy. I'm not even gonna hold you. He was really a nice person. He was like, oh, if you guys just give me back the food, it won't even be nothing to worry about. Mind you, the food is halfway down our digestive system. Like the food is basically about to be ready to be defecated in like a few hours right now. So at that point, if we look at each other, we look back at him, and he already knows what's up. He already know we ate it. Like at that point, when he saw that look on our face, he already knew. So he was like, well, somebody needs to pay for the food. And the teacher said, well, I'm not paying for it, and we don't have the money. So the only thing they could do was call our parents. Oh my God. Like this, like it just got worse and worse and worse over time. And mind you, I'm Haitian. Like I'm a Caribbean child. So when Caribbean parents get calls from the school about you doing bad things, now let's just say I got in a fight, like somebody tried to fight me and I got in a fight, it wouldn't have been a situation. But this is me just being plain out bad. Like I literally just stole. And Caribbean parents, they don't deal with the stealing, they don't deal with the lying, they don't deal with any of that stuff. And basically, I did all that in one situation. So the teacher's like, call your mothers and I need to speak to them. I'm like, wow. Like basically this entire situation is a wow situation. Like I'm really roped. Like we really roped. So we call our parents, she talks to them, and we send them back and whatever. She gets off the phone and she was like that whenever we get picked up, the person that's picking us up is gonna go to CVS with us and pick. So basically, what I was hoping was, I was just hoping and praying, God, don't let it be my mother. Don't let it be my mother that picks us up today. Cause my mom never picks us up. My mom at that time, she was working like from like 9 to 6 or whatever. So for her to pick us up was very unlikely. But at this time, it was already late in the day because the one person I didn't want to pick us up picked us up, bro. Like my mom pulls up, we get in the car, we drive to CVS. She gives me her card. I go in there, pay for the stuff, and come back in the car with my cousin. We drop my cousin off home, and then we're going home. This ride is maybe like a 15-20 minute ride with me and my mother. Probably like 30 minutes, because at that time, it's rush hour now. Everybody's getting off for work, everybody's going home. So it's probably like a 20-30 minute drive. Pure silence, no radio on, nothing. Like it's just us, quiet, silent, crickets. Like we're just not talking. Like she's not happy with me. We get home, I go in my room, get undressed, and I'm chilling in my room. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm in trouble, but like she's not really trying to yell at me, whatever. Cause usually my mom yells and then she whips. I sit in my room, I'm chilling, and dog, I'm chilling in my room and my door flings open. My mom is just standing in my door like a bodybuilder with a belt in her hand. I'm like, dog, no. Like, what in the world? She's standing there awky as hell with a belt in her hand, and I already know what the deal is. So basically, she welling on me. She going in on me right now. Like, she's not playing. She hot. She mad. She talking in the syllables per spank. Like, don't you ever. Like, she's basically going in on me right now, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm screaming. She's screaming. And I just get my ass beat, basically. I get my ass beat. I cry myself to sleep. And yeah, that's the story about how I got caught shoplifting. That's pretty much it. That's the story right there. More of the story is don't steal. Like stealing, like just don't steal. Like after that, I didn't steal ever. Well, that's not true. I stole again after that, but I didn't get caught for that. If y'all want that story, leave it in the comments. Let me know if y'all want to hear that story. I'll give that story to you guys next time I do a story time. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm done with the video. Make sure to take your pain and make champagne. I'm gonna see y'all boys later.